Well, hello. It's been a little minute since I have done a video, and I thought, it's time to get one out. A lot going on. I have to go to a memorial service this Monday. As many of you know, my niece passed, and finally the coroner was able to release the remains so that we can have a service. So I will be going to that Monday, but this video is not about that. It is an update on Hank. And so many of you have asked, well, what's going on with Hank? Where is he? And so I thought I would do an update. In fact, about over 300,000 people watched that video. So there was a huge interest. And again, many of you have written to me, called me, emailed me, wanting to know what's going on with Hank. So here's the update with Hank. Hank, as many of you know, really has a dream to have a schoolie. And that's his biggest heart's desire. So he had asked me about Schoolie-palooza because I was telling him about it and he really wanted to attend. So he contacted me a while back and I gave him the information, but he apparently wasn't able to attend. But subsequent to Schoolie-palooza, Hank did contact me and he was telling me that the window coverings, if you recall, me and Lady Debbie S. Van Life, we did some cutout window coverings from Reflectix and for his windows so he could be a little more stealth and have privacy when sleeping in his car at night. Well, Hank was telling me that the paint was flaking off of it. I don't know why that's happening because I used the same paint. I bought the same paint that Debbie told me she got for her van, and it worked just perfectly. Anyhow, the paint was flaking off, and so I told Hank, don't worry about it. Let's not throw those away. He's still using them, but let's not throw them away since they're cut to size. What we'll do is I'll get some dark fabric and we'll cut the fabric out, and we'll cover it in fabric so that'll contain any of the flakes that might be coming down. So that was the plan. And as I was talking to him, trying to figure out how to go about facilitating that, he just out of the blue mentioned to me, oh, by the way, I have the big C. I was like, oh my goodness. And then he told me that he did not feel very well. So I was concerned. I was really concerned. And I strongly urged him to go to the hospital. He had been apparently to the hospital, and I guess they, sent him off on his way. So I thought, based on how he sounded, that he really, really needed to, but he didn't want to because he didn't want to wait hours and hours. So my concern was that he would get dehydrated. So I told him, you know what, just tell me where you are. I will go by and pick up some Pedialyte and some zero sugar Gatorade. So I did that. I picked up several bottles, but of course I couldn't have contact with him. So I told him I'm going to leave him in a bag right in on the side of your door, and then I'll get back in my van and you get out and get them. So he got out and he promised me that he would go to the hospital the next day. So I did speak with him. I contacted him, and he in fact was hospitalized. So that was the last word that I have on Hank. I didn't want to call him the next day because, I didn't want to take up his effort and breathing to be talking with me. So that is the status on Hank, and I will keep you posted. By the way, I do have his permission to give you an update. A little further update on Hank, and that is, it's kind of interesting. As you know, as I said earlier, he really has his heart set on having a schoolie. So in order to, pay off some obligations he had and save up the money for a schoolie, he was doing food delivery. I forget what, DoorDash or something. I don't know. One of those deliveries where you go pick up food and deliver it to people. And he thought that he could better increase his income if he became a long-haul truck driver. I have to admit, I had some, a little bit of, about that. But, people get to make their own choices and do what they think works best for them in their situation. So he did sign up for the long-haul truck driving school, And my understanding was that he was going up there. He had a date. He was actually on the way up there, one of the last times I spoke with him. And apparently it didn't quite work out. I don't know the details. And if he wants to share those details at a further or in a future video, that's fine. But I don't even have them, and I wouldn't share them if I did, because I think that's his place, his information to share. But that is what is going on with Hank. I am going to try and contact him in a day or so to just get a status. You know, you don't want to bug someone when they're recovering. But the plan is to get his window coverings set up and hopefully get his vehicle. He was at one point planning for him and his wife, as you know, those who watched the original video, to move into the back of his pickup truck. And Tim, wonderful Tim from Mo Bang for Your Bucks YouTube channel, was going to help raise the roof on that. But anyhow, Hank decided to make other arrangements, and he's now in an SUV. So he says that's working for him, but he needs the window coverings fixed. So I'm going to do that. And by the way, Lady Debbie S is back. I'm going to be hopefully meeting up with her this afternoon. So maybe we'll have a little Glorious Life on Wheels and Lady Debbie S van life reunion, I hope. I haven't seen her since she's been back from Georgia, but I am so looking forward. And I have found a new place that I absolutely love. It's called Lake Dixon in Escondido. And I camped a few nights there with my friend Cheryl. You know Cheryl, who has the cargo van, the 72-year-old lady that I interviewed, who's now a dear friend. Well, we camped together for a few nights, and I met up with another friend there, and I have a tour of her van coming out. So lots going on, but that's the status on Hank. And as I know more, I will share more. And I hope to report soon that he is recovering well, out of the hospital, and working on getting that schoolie that he just is so heart bent on getting. Well, we'll see how this video turns out. It's the first time I've done one of these on my own with no help or anything. And just a little peek so you can see. Glow 2. I am going to be doing a tour, but when I do, like I said, do more, get it from a man cave to more of a lady cave. But I'll give you a little peek at some fabrics that I'm thinking of using. It's a little bit wild. Let me know what you think. Just a little peek. What do you think of this? I know it's kind of wild, but I like it. Anyhow, all right. Bye-bye. I'll see you next time. I do have a series coming up. I know I keep saying this and other things, but, you know, I kind of got the, what do you call, the wind knocked out of my sails, you know, with my niece. And, you know, it's taking a little while to get back on track, but I will be posting a video this Saturday, and I think you're going to enjoy it. All right. See you later, Glowbies. And if you're not a Glowbie, why not? Hit that button and subscribe so you won't miss any of the fun times. See you Saturday with a new video and a live. I do think that Katie from Camping Katie will be on. So come on and join us. All right. Bye-bye.